walk among the stars tonight. Found myself awash in colored light. It felt like spirits had awakened me. This carnival of animals had taken me. And they took my hand, whispered, close your eyes and understand. When I felt the change, it startled me. This carnival of animals is part of me. Is all I see.
Hey guys, welcome to the pack again. Someone let me know if the music audio is too loud or not, because I did lower it through the app I use, Pretzel. But the reason we're gonna keep the music going is because we're not playing any games today. And, oh my god. Leveled well, your voice is higher. Alright. Thanks so much, Nero. Or Neuro. I'm not sure how you usually have your username said. I am sorry. According to Misu, you have it pronounced a certain way, but I might mess it up a few times. I apologize ahead of time. But yeah, today we're not doing a game stream because it's just my day's been thrown off all over the place. Just hear some wind, but not bad. Now you can just call me Nick if that's what. I probably will, and the wind you're hearing is my fan because I'm still on a laptop and my laptop likes to overheat, so I have a fan pointed at it to help keep it cool-ish, so that way nothing like freezes up on us during stream, because I've been having that happen a bit just because of how overheated my computer is getting. But then again, that's what happens when you use a dinky little laptop that you've only had for like a year and has issues as it is. But anyways, Nero, any is fine. I live in the wind as well, keeping all the stuff cooler. Yeah. I don't know if you were around for any of the streams where I've mentioned that my living situation of the fact that my house has a swamp cooler. We don't have a central AC, we have a swamp cooler. And the swamp cooler is located over by the main half of the house, which is the kids' room, my in-laws' room, the living room, the bathroom. It's in that little section of the house. And when it's on, it only reaches, maybe if you're lucky, to the doorway of the kitchen. And my room is on the other side of the kitchen. So, yeah. I don't get much airflow from the swamp cooler, so I have to have fans on in my room practically 24/7 during the summer. Sometimes in the winter I still have at least one small one on just for the airflow because my room sucks. One of my windows is actually stuck closed right now. But anyways, we're gonna tackle a thing that our good friend, why is it picking up that one? I don't know, but we're gonna turn that off. I don't know what this one is supposed to be. But our dear friend Misu mentioned to me a few days back now a nifty little thing known as Smaugust. Or Smaugust, however you want to freaking pronounce it. I want to pronounce it Smaug because it's about dragons. We're going to make that larger so you guys can see it. I don't care if I cover up my art because we're about to see some art. But yeah, we've got this nifty little prompt for Smaugust 2021. From what I understand, it's a prompt for drawing dragons. And these are the 31 different ways you get to come up with. So we're technically on day 10, which is right here, which is Horde. But we have been drawing for the last 10 days. So yeah, we're way behind. We're technically still up here. We're barely on day 1. So I've got a lot of art to work up to catch us up to where we are, which is down here. Hence why we need the music. I can't draw without music. We've learned this the hard way a long time ago. So yeah. Hi Misu! I was wondering when you were going to say something. What the heck? Caffeine. 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 I've got my caffeine today. If you can't tell. But yeah. There we are. Right now, we're still working on number 1 here. The whoosh is loud. Yeah, that's because I have the fan on high. I am sorry. I also munched a bit before stream, so like literally minutes before stream, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the fan down a speed, so that way it's not too loud for you guys. I'm trying to work on the kinks of making the stream as comfortable as possible. But yeah, we started yesterday, technically. There was no live stream part, so that's why I'm mentioning now, but we started yesterday working on Butterfly, Smaug style. And there it is. There's what we have so far. That is our rough sketch. That is what we've gotten started with so far. And oh my god, I barely realized chat is right behind my damn head still. We're gonna scooch that over here. There we go. You're still stuck on life. Ain't we all, Misu? But yeah, this is what we have done so far. This is only the rough draft. I know it looks almost finalized, but this is just a rough sketch. And this is what I finished yesterday. And I actually started some of the final lines. That's what the purple is just right now. Oh, Life Dragon. What day was Life Dragon? Oh, you're still further than me though. I'm still over here on Butterfly. You're down here on day 4. You're further ahead of me. I have no idea what I'm gonna do for Enchanted Forest, Life, Death, Mechanical, Feathered, Unicorn, Skeleton, and Horde. And for you and Misu to submit art to community stream I'm part of. Oh! Well, I don't know about sharing my art on other things because I'm very nervous with sharing my own art. I used to post my art a lot on DeviantArt, but I kind of stopped, sort of. Like, I didn't stop fully, but I did I kind of don't do it as often anymore. So I probably will get back to sharing my art on DeviantArt. I'm planning to use my Instagram to share my art, especially the art I do on stream. So you can definitely expect today's work to end up on Instagram later, once it's finalized. I don't think we're going to be able to finish it fully today because we're only on a 2.5 hour-ish stream. We're not doing a full 3 stream yet. These streams are extremely supportive of one them apart. Oh, that's cool. Well, it's cool that they're at least supportive. That's a definite boost there. But yeah, I'm usually really nervous about sharing my art because right now, I will admit, I still use bases for people and such. Like this particular artwork, I used a base for the person, though I did struggle with the person quite a bit, and I basically used somebody else's. You can actually see in my layers down here. You can see right these two layers right down here behind my character. Those are the bases I used on the person and the dragon. So yeah, I'm still a base person. I'm not very good with proportion control. I am mostly self-taught with my art. I did take some classes in college and in high school, but not enough. The most those 2 classes taught me was basically color coordination. And even then, I'm still terrible with color coordination. Yeah, I do what I can. It's like I use the base. I tend to use other people's pictures for the poses, but then I completely alter it to make it mine. Like the only thing that'll be similar is literally the pose. That'll be it. I actually had someone blow up on me on DeviantArt one time because I used somebody else's work for a pose, but changed the characters up completely. And they still blew up on me about it, like, oh, you stole my friend's work. And I was like, no, I just used their pose. It's like, I'm sorry, I was inspired by their work, so I made something similar that was my own. But I completely understand the whole death thing, so I'm slowly working. Yeah, DeviantArt can be toxic at times, yeah. But I'm slowly working on getting better at doing my own work, freehand proportion control. Like, Misu can vouch, she watched me hand sketch this picture on a piece of paper. See, there's the original. This is the original picture. Misu watched me as I hand sketched that in her dining room. And that is, again, my own character, so... Yeah, I'm the same way. It's kind of why... Yeah, I'm the same way, Nick. It's kind of why I stopped sharing on DeviantArt, was because of that one time. Fucking cool part. Yeah, this character is actually a 20 to the one in this picture, if you can't tell. They both have similar hairstyle and ear shape. I actually am working... Go ahead and close that guy. I'm actually have a work in progress picture of them that I'm still working on. I need to finalize the lines and finish it, but this is the 2 characters. That's the one that has the tattoo, and that's the twin. This is the one we're working with today in the dragon picture. Hence why right here, right here, he's basically saying I am you. It's because they're basically twins. That they had, in this picture, you could say they had a spat and whatnot. I have been told that plenty of times. Like, I put so much story behind a lot of my characters, and I will get really passionate about my characters, that I've had people be like, you should write a book about this. And I'm like, I've honestly tried to write stories by myself, But yeah. But I've tried writing stories. I've tried putting my thoughts into actual like stories, whether it's for an actual novel or a comic book, and I struggle. I can get like maybe, if I'm really into it, I can maybe get a full chapter done before I lose inspiration and struggle to continue it. Otherwise, most of the time, I'm lucky if I get a full page to 4 full pages. Yeah, I've actually had a couple of my roleplay buddies online, roleplay. I've had a couple of them be like, hey, let's turn what we're working on into an actual story. Let's just tweak some things. Kitty Pop! Abyssal! I was wondering when you were gonna pop on. I was hoping you would find me. When I gave you my handle, I was worried that you weren't gonna find me. Like, it took you a while to pop in. I'm guessing you were doing something. Well, my problem, Nick, isn't inspiration. Like, I can get plenty of inspiration. I had a feeling you were, like, busy on your end somewhere, Abyssal. Yeah, for me, the problem isn't inspiration. It's the keeping it going, keeping the flow. Like, I can be as inspired about things as I want to be. I could come up with a full-blown story, a full-blown backstory, you name it. I've got several people who can vouch for it of, yeah, I can come up with shit. But if I try to turn it into, like, a full legit story, like, I fill in all the minor details and whatnot, I lose it eventually. And yes, I blame most of it on ADHD, as Misu just pointed out. Now, anyways, before this turns into a just chatting stream with a fun little picture in the background, I'm going to start working on this baby. What I'm basically doing now is, you can see, if I take that layer away, you've got these nice solid purpley lines. That's my finalization. That's basically the final lines of the drawing. And I'm just going through using this little tool called line, and I'll just find my point A to my point B, click to the pen to stop the line, click to edit so I can just bend it to my will. And normally, damn you, ADHD! And normally with most artists, they'll just keep going like that. But I have this thing, if I'm already working on one line, I cannot use the next line, because I'll get confused of which dot belongs to this line and which dot belongs to this line. So I just go through, find a spot, be like, okay, here we go, boop, boop. If I don't see any dots show up, I know I've already worked in that area and I can just easily add to the next piece. I definitely blame this function on ADHD for the mere fact that I get so confused by my own lines easily. So, yeah. Okay. I gotta extend that so I can go like that. That back right there. Oh, I'm barely realizing I can go through this and get the lines on the outside of the collar buckle. Now, I will mention that the characters the character I'm working on and the character I showed off and said they're basically twins, by all technicalities, They are my personas. Yes, I am a furry. I show no shame in this. But these guys are basically my persona. I've just been struggling to draw them in their natural form. So I've been basically keying off and drawing them in a humanized form, keeping a good portion of their colorings, keeping as much to the original form as possible. Like, I will show you. I'm pretty sure a lot of people remember this drawing back when before my hiatus. But I drew this back when I was basically announcing, yeah, I'm gender fluid. I go by they, them most of the time. This is basically a representation of me and my gender fluidity. You've got the male form, you've got the female form. But in the general, this is my persona as a human. I took the natural color, I turned the clothing basically into their fur pattern. Regardless of what the clothing is, it will have the fur pattern. The hair is the natural color, the eyes are natural colors, the eyebrows are tiny to represent the little small dots on my persona. If you were here for the opening screen of stream, or even better yet, I can hide my screen right now, but this little character here on the screen, that is my persona drawn in a Animal Crossing style. I drew that for this stream because I was going to do a theme for each different video game. I was literally going to do a themed background and such. But I basically was trying to do a game theme for the stream, but ended up not doing it because it was just, I was struggling with coming up with ideas, with making the actual draw sketches. So Siri, play KK's Bubblegum. Yes. So the Animal Crossing Pandra literally was the closest I got to any game-styled art, game-themed art. But that is my persona. Now you can basically compare that with here, and you can see basically the similarities. The only thing I didn't give them were the wings, the ears, and the horns, and the tails. I didn't give them the tails either, but these are basically analyzed. The ear, if you've noticed, their ears are a little on the pointed side here, like almost like an elf or Vulcan. That's to represent the fact that they are not human. My friend, I have you hosted, but I have a few more people to go support. I will be back as soon as possible. Nothing but love and no problem, Nick. You go do you, man. I'm just happy that you decided to host me like that and whatnot. So you go support who you need to go support. We will be here working on art. So yeah. But yeah, the pointed ear thickness is to represent that these guys aren't human, along with the fact that their skin is purple. That is also to basically represent the fact that they're not human. They're technically something turned into human. So let's see, where was the next line going to be? Ah, right here in the hand. There we go. There's our point A. There's our point B. And now we curve the lines to where we want. Okay. I'll try to keep that in mind, and thank you very much for having me hosted. My point B was a little far over. Okay. Yep. A, point B. Boop. Okay. We can come over here, tend to this line, which is almost practically straight. But we're gonna give it a little divot. There we go. Scroll through, scroll through. There we are. But I'm the Juggernaut. Hello, Juggernaut. I'm doing good. Why do you? I'm doing good, Juggernaut. Welcome to the stream. We're just doing some art today. I normally would be playing Breath of the Wild today, but my day's been thrown off, so I decided, why not do some art? We've got this nice little Smaugust prompt going for us, so we're working on our picture for butterfly dragons. Because we are a sucker for dragons. Our little character that I was showing off earlier is a half red panda, half dragon, so gotta represent. We can do this one. Yeah, it's usually a pretty cool time. It's usually pretty chill when I decide to do art. My friends won't try to mess with me too much because they know they know how passionate I tend to get when it involves my art. I sometimes cannot speak. I am sorry. I have unchecked ADD that may possibly be ADHD by now, so I sometimes stumble over my own damn words. Oh, Juggernaut's with you. Nice. Thanks. Very nice. My abyssal brought a friend. Correct. Belong to abyssal. My friendly abyssal brought a friend. Okay, where else can we add some lines? Ah, we can do the shape of the wing. We're gonna zoom out a little bit. Well, like I said, Fox, I was supposed to be doing Zelda today, but because of my day basically starting off delayed, I basically decided to just go with art. So that way I can get my Smaug art worked on and just basically have a nice good day, especially since today is going to be fairly off schedule for how long I normally do my streams, so it's awesome. Yeah, we're not gonna do a break, so if you guys hear me start munching away or pause, it's because I didn't eat until like literally minutes before stream, and even then I didn't eat very much. I literally just snacked. So yeah, that's how off schedule today's stream is. Oh yeah? Which one are you gonna work on? Because as you can tell, we're doing Butterfly Dragon today. I did eat something. I made my lunch while doing something, so... Oh, you're gonna do the Galaxy thing. I have an idea of what I want to do for Galaxy, but I can't guarantee it's always gonna be as eccentric as what this one is right now. Like, it's not always gonna have my character or a character. Misu, you're gonna laugh at this. When I originally started working on this guy was supposed to be Denki. You know? The reversion of Denya. This was supposed to be Father Earth. And as I worked on it, it became Shay. Like last minute, literally, as I'm working on the hair, trying to get the hair to lay right, it was supposed to be Denki, and it just couldn't come out right, so it ended up being Shay. Exodal dragon? You're gonna combine an axolotl and a freaking dragon? Oh my god! Oh my gosh, you're gonna try to attempt the Smiley Boys with a dragon. Girl! I can't wait to see how that comes out. I cannot wait to see how that combination works. Hey, Abyssal. I tried. With Kiri, I freaking tried. I think I still have the rough sketch. I may or may not have the rough sketch. I don't remember. Let me check. But I did try to draw Kiri one time. Yes, I still have the rough sketch of a work I was going to do for you. You can't really see it because of the background, but... Boom! Epistle, you can't say shit now. Kyrian read you. Yes, Abyssal is Kitty Pup. But there, Abyssal, now you can't say shit. I have tried drawing Kiri. The motherfucker is difficult because of how specific his clothes are. Finish it. I think we're actually on the final lines. I've got to check things now. Let's see. That's an ear. That's an ear. Okay, those are ear references. That's a tail reference. That's the base reference. That's hairstyle. That's Kiri details. That's his hair and tail. Yeah, I think this is on final lines. I just never finished it because of certain details. Like, I'm not sure if I want to keep the cloak on him, in all honesty. I think that was the reason I haven't finished anything, is because of Kiri's clothes. I don't know if I want to keep the cloak on him. I think I might take it off later on. I don't know. I haven't had a real chance to be inspired enough. Yeah, it's not really fitting of him, I know. That's just like, I haven't figured out what to replace it with yet. And you gotta flash the image of the original pictures so you can see what I'm working with and what I've got to do. Okay, I will pause my work and show you. This is the original picture. This is the original picture of this work for the person. Okay? This guy's got a full head of hair. I had to turn that full head of hair into half a shaved head. With no reference point except for his forehead of where the freak the headline is. I had to draw the ear myself. I suck at portion control. So, yesterday's time frame of working on this piece of art literally was just me fighting with this section. Yesterday's hard work was literally just me fighting with this ear to make it look proportional to the head and getting the slope of the back of the head right. That is literally what most of yesterday's time was on. Was just getting this correct. And then... fuck. And then, I had to fight a bit. Like, I will show you. This is what he's wearing in the original picture. This is the person's clothing. It's a freaking sleeveless coat and arm thingies. So I had to guesstimate roughly where the lines were for the arm, where the shoulder is supposed to be, all of that. And I struggled more with this than anywhere else on this drawing. Like, you would think the dragon would have been difficult. No, I used one little picture. As you can see, I lightened it up so I can make my lines better, but I used one picture for the pose. And then once I had the pose down, I knew what I wanted. I started looking up details of how butterfly wings would look. I looked up butterfly dragons to get an idea of how to lay out the wings. I used another picture to get an idea for the tail, and I had it down. I did that. The dragon, like, took me maybe 10 minutes to come up with. The humanized character. The humanized character took most of the time because I had to frickin' proportion human details. And I hated it. The whole time I hated it because I suck with proportion control. I almost stopped working on this mid-sketch of the human because I was getting frustrated with the head. Just the head. Yeah, I know. If you type in Google butterfly dragons, you'll find a lot of very majestic looking butterfly dragons. It's like, for some reason, butterflies just make dragons look beautiful. They look like majestic beasts. Like, don't get me wrong, dragons themselves are majestic little motherfuckers. You find the right art done of a regular dragon, and they are beautiful beasts. But for some reason, butterflies add to the majesty of the dragon. Okay, this was supposed to be a double niche right there, but I'm not going to keep that. I'm going to change it into a single niche. All these zigzaggy patterns. You know what? We're not going to keep that last niche. We're going to get rid of that dot. Aww. It does? Oh, wow. I didn't even think of it that way. That wrong dot. Send that there. There we go. I'm kind of the same way sometimes, like Misu. I struggle with keeping my ideas if I don't like get them out on paper or even in digital work. Like I can come up with ideas, but if I don't get them down as soon as I have them, I eventually forget them. Strangely enough, for this one, for Butterfly Dragon, I had the idea for several days. My brain just couldn't finalize what it wanted for the dragon yet. But, aka why I keep roleplay details. Yeah, but roleplaying is different because that's written word. Like, written word, ideas like that, I can keep easily. Like, I still remember most of the details of how Denya Corbin came the way she is, even though most of it's not written down. I've just spent that much time developing her. I created Denya back when I was in the 6th grade. She still exists. I actually decided to make a apocalypse happen in the world for Denya, to where she can't technically die, like literally die. It's impossible for her body to literally die. So I had to come up with a scenario to basically have her body altered and refreshed as if she's a completely new person. As if she did die and was reborn. But she didn't die. Not literally. Just the idea of Denya is, in that world, is that she died, but she didn't physically die. She just got altered. She got changed. Transformed. That's the word I'm looking for. She got transformed. And she is no longer a she. She got turned into a he and was basically given a whole new life. Okay. See you when you get back. Where else can we add some details? Oh, we can do this circle a long time ago. Did that just really happen? Yep, it did. Fine, that line can go there. That dot can go there. This dot can come up here for a moment. Yeah, I had, like, the reason I even made that happen with her, with that character, the only reason that, I ended up doing that to where she just basically, quote-unquote, dies, is because I kept altering her so much that it's hard to see where the original character is. Yeah, that's kind of what's going on with Denya, is I kind of lost the inspiration to continue with her. So I had to do something. Yeah, I totally get it. It's kind of the same way with me and my character Denya. Like, I worked on her so much that I just lost inspiration to come up with new things. So, oh, yay! I'm glad I could be inspiring in some way. But, yeah, it's the same way with Danya. Like, I started losing inspiration towards her and other things, especially involving her family, that I was like, I need to come up with something. I need a new inspiration, and just threw something out there, and there you go. Okay. Oh, I could finish off the mouth lines. Duh. There we go. Okay, now we send those lines to the layer below, and on with the next set of lines we go. There's that. Come down here, get this line in here. Curve it a little. We can now work on the line to the head, to the face. Get our curve started. Get the main points down. Here. That line almost perfect, guys. It almost went perfect. Certain areas still need a little touching. Oh my gosh, it almost went perfect. Look at how little I actually have to do to adjust it any. Oh my god, that was beautiful. I haven't had lines go like that in like so long. Like that's a rarity right there. My lines normally don't go that smoothly. Did. That actually goes perfect. Right there. Okay. There we go. Now, this circle can be completed. Yep. That was satisfying. It was. That was very satisfying. My gosh. That was very satisfying. There we go. There was a thing I meant to say when involving characters based on me and such. What was it? Oh yeah, because I was doing the collar. One of the things I was going to say is that when it comes to characters that are based on myself, like my persona here, it's technically based on things about me. Like, it's basically my way of trying to accept parts of myself and get my, not my courage exactly, but my confidence up with some of the ways that I am. And, so what I like to do is if I'm doing a particular thing, I have a particular thing going for me in the real world, I will add that to any character that's supposed to represent me in my drawings. Like, with this particular character, this particular persona, or fursona, since I'm drawing them in person, I'm just going to say persona. You've got this nice little collar right here. By all technicalities, I am in real life wearing a collar like this. Though technically there's a charm dangling on it, on my collar. I just wasn't going to try to replicate it because the charm on my collar is actually a Celtic dragon. And I wasn't going to try to replicate that. So I just gave myself the collar part, since I've already basically got my dragon in the picture. But I'll just do things like that a lot. Like, I will actually show you. I have, oh, right. I actually have a few arts that I've done of myself way back when, like, this used to be how I presented myself. Speaking of personas, when you're gonna play VR chat, I technically have VR chat, Abyssal. I technically have VR chat. I just haven't been on it for a while because keyboard and mouse only get me so far. I want to get an actual Optic Rift or whatever it's called, the VR headset stuff. I actually want to get that stuff so that way it feels more natural for being in VR. Like, don't get me wrong, I love VR chat. VR chat's really cool. VR chat is actually where I met a couple of streamers who I now follow. One of them is DJ Jammer. I don't know if any of you know that. Don't get Quest. What's wrong with Quest? I haven't really done much research. There goes the ADHD. Much research into the VR headsets, so you'll have to elaborate on why not to get a Quest VR set. But yeah, this used to be how I was representing myself. Like, this used to be my little art persona. I actually have a lot of drawings of her. Like, you can only see about 1/3 of the VR chat stuff, so 2/3 of players will get robots unless you want to get an extra cable that's like 8. Okay. I'll make sure to keep that in mind when I'm actually able to invest in those. That's the whole reason I stopped using VR chat right now, is the fact that I haven't had the chance to actually, like, invest in a VR headset, and I really want to. The HTC VV. Okay. But, no, this is a full-on version of basically how I saw myself. That's what this character is. This used to be basically Shay. This used to be how Shay was represented before Shay became a fursona. I didn't even realize I was a furry until like a couple of years ago. That's when I watched a video and I was just like, oh shit, all these things pertain to me. I must be a furry because I like like animal personas better than normal humans, so. So yeah, this was Shay before Shay became a thing. And her name was Kisa Lynx, hence the pointy ears. She kind of had an Espeon ears and a really long tail, but the outfit is what I'm trying to point out. Her entire outfit. I used to have this exact outfit. I would wear it almost every time I went out. But I used to have this exact outfit, and anytime I had to go out somewhere, this was basically what I was wearing. I had a necklace that looked like that. That was actually from Helsing. No, not Helsing. Vampire Knight. I actually had the little, what I called my Vampire Knight's necklace that looked similar to this. Like, I tried to replicate the details as best as I could in such a tiny drawing. I actually had this vest. The inside was basically fur-lined, and I couldn't really replicate that, so I just left it like this. The outside actually had some extra striping to it, like a detailed stripe, but I didn't add those in because I couldn't challenge myself to it. This shirt has red stars on it, but I was drawing this at like 3 in the morning, so I forgot about that details and just kept it plain gray. I did my best to replicate the You might have, because this was a very popular outfit I would wear. I used to have these boots for like a really long time. The capris sadly started ripping, so that's the whole reason I stopped wearing them. That bracelet I used to have still, but I think I got rid of it because it was starting to fall apart because it was pure leather and I didn't exactly take care of it the greatest, so yeah, it eventually started wearing down and just turned into yuck. But this is what I mean by, like, I throw in things that represent me if it's in my daily life. This used to be one of my most common outfits I'd go to, so it got turned into a piece of art. For this character, or this persona, right now it's this collar. I may end up adding an earring to this ear because, or no, actually it wouldn't be on this ear, it'd be on the other ear, but if I ever draw a picture where you see the hair, or the ear through the hairline on the other side, you may end up seeing an earring there because I wear one earring, so. Okay, Abyssal, love you. I'll talk to you again after the stream if you don't pop back on. Trust me, I won't hide in the bathroom all day. Yeah, Abyssal's tried hiding in the bathroom all day. It didn't work out too well. But if you don't end up popping back onto the stream, I will talk to you after stream on Discord. Don't piss off your boss. Don't try to punch any customers. Where were we working? Ah, right there. I got distracted and forgot where I was working for a moment. Oh my god, don't start that, neighbors. If you hear car horn honks, I apologize now because that is my neighbors. They don't know how to be respectful. And that is my alarm. It is 5 o'clock. I have an alarm go off every day on 5 o'clock because technically I have birth control because physically I am female. So I take birth control. And I used to try to take it at 5 o'clock every day, but now that 5 o'clock alarm is just like, hey, don't forget to take your medicine at some point. It nowadays gets set off. Nowadays is I take my meds at bedtime. Like literally right before I hit the sack. It might change to sooner if the therapist decides, yeah, you need ADHD meds because you're definitely ADHD. A hysterectomy? Yeah, I was told by Misu that I should have gotten something like that myself, but I was unsure about actually doing that. After having my third kid, I was unsure about it, so I never got it done. So I am still all functional for having more kids if I ever want to before menopause, but I kind of doubt I'll ever want to again because I have 3 kids, 10, 6, and 4. So yeah, right now birth control is my thing, and that's how it's gonna stay for a while. 3 is a great number. Yeah, 3 is definitely a little army when they all decide to gang up on you. Oh, I can hear the neighbor's car running. They're gonna honk their horn as soon as they get the chance to. I can just tell. It's annoying. Bring that over here. Technically, the end of this line. Goes way over here. Oh, they're not gonna honk again. The person they were waiting for actually came out. My Joe! What a miracle! I'm sorry, those are the neighbors that, they annoy me. So, yeah, I'm gonna poke fun at them any chance I can. The universe has a line. Okay, yeah, that mine's there. That was satisfying. Yet again, very little need to adjust anywhere. Fucking satisfying when that happens. Okay, I think we're good on updating lines around the person, so let's go work on the dragon. Dude. Actually, there we go. And then we just erase what's in the paw. Okay. Point A, point B. I love this drawing. I hope my coloring comes out the way I see it in my head. That's my biggest worry. It's like line-wise, it can come out as awesome as possible. My biggest fear is going to be whether the coloring comes out right. I'm not going to try to get that claw in. There's technically a little claw right here, but I'm not going to try to get it in. get the line in for this part of the wing. Whee! Way down there. Do these lines to match right. There we go. See that? Yeah, okay. But yeah, we're up here now in this area. Point A, point B. And stretch it. Wrong button. I was about to use the wrong tool. That works. Now we can do this part too. Work on that circle there. That is a very tiny circle. That works. Let's go ahead and get these horns lined in. Okay. See you when you get back. Okay. I have to shift quite a bit sometimes, especially when doing art. Yeah, right. Oh, I can do that line now. Actually, that line can stay just like that. Okay. I'm so glad my door is closed. Don't know if you guys can hear it. Probably hopes you don't. But my mother-in-law is using the blender. So close. So close to being almost perfectly unnecessary to edit any of it. Can't do any more of the hand until we get the rest of the dragon pod in. My butt hurts a little. I almost thought about not adding in these lines here, but I decided not. Let's make these lines prominent. Like, they're there for a reason, obviously. And you can see them in actual butterfly-like wings, so, yeah. And the neighbors are back. Because of course they are. I'm sorry I keep announcing about my neighbors. It's just their vehicles are very loud. Nice. I gotta go in here, it's right there. Okay, I think we've added what we can. Oh. You can add that line. One car leaves and another car comes in. Does the very thing I hate. And this is why I get so annoyed with these neighbors. There's always people coming and going. All day, every day. Sometimes even at night. So yeah. Okay. There we go. Where is the time going? Oh my goodness. There's not much else I could do with the collar. I can work on the hair though. There's like 1 or 2 lines left to do for the collar. But can't do those. Oh, well, welcome, Sensible. Welcome to the stream. We're just doing some art today. We're in the process of drawing our prompt of the day for Smaugust, which is involving dragons. We are 11 days, or not 11, we're 9 days behind on the Smaugust, so we're barely working on day 1's prompt, which was butterfly. And usually with these kind of things, people just draw like literally what the prompt is, which in this case is a butterfly dragon. But I wanted to be a little extra, and I have a person in mind, so it's taking a little longer to work on it. And thank you. I'm glad you think it looks cool so far, even though all you're seeing so far is the lines. We're currently just finalizing our rough sketch. Yeah, I've been technically drawing since I was in the 6th grade, so about 10, 11 years old. I started with drawing Pokemon, believe it or not. And then around the end of 6th grade to the beginning of 7th grade, a friend of mine got me into drawing anime. And I got into that so much that my summer school teacher in 8th grade literally gave me a how to draw anime faces book. I know, I have a book for how to draw head faces, and I still suck at human proportions. Especially in the frickin' head. So, yeah. That's a fun trouble. But I've been on and off working on my skills for the last 19 years. Wow. Oh my god. It's really been 19 years since I started getting into art. I'm going to be turning 30 this year, and I started when I was about 10 or 11, so it's been about 19 to 20 years since I started drawing. And there's an obvious difference between how I used to draw and now. Like, I can visually see in my head how different my art style has gotten. Though I don't have much proof to show because I used to have the bad habit of throwing away all my old artwork. Yeah, well, that's 19 years of traditional art, like using a pen and paper. Digital art has only been, oh gosh, I actually have to pull up on my computer here. I have to find like one of the very first pictures I did. Properties. Really? I only created in 2018? Hang on a moment. I'm looking for one of my first artworks that I did when I first started getting into art. My model is really cool. Thank you. My model, I'm using a system called Vroid. Yeah, that was back in 2019. Wow. I'm using a program called Vroid Studios, I think is what the full name is. Let me double check for you. Yeah, Vroid Studios is what I'm using, what I use to make my little VR character here. And I'm using, what did I exit out of if not that? I don't know. And I'm using VC Face for the animation. Like it uses my webcam to find my character, my face basically, and make my character move how I want them. But yeah, for digital artwork, I've actually only been going for like 3 years, apparently. Like, I thought I'd been going for a little longer than that. Or no, not 3. 2. I started doing digital artwork in November of 2019. So I've only been going for just less than 2 years with digital artwork. Aw, thank you, Sensible. That's really sweet of you. But one of my first things for digital artwork was a very terribly recreated picture of Umbreon. Like, I found somebody else's work and I decided to try to redraw it and recolor it, and this was the best I was able to give. So this was like, I don't think this one was exactly my first doing. Actually, no, I think this is my very first digital work. When I first got my stylus and tablet for digital art, this was the very first thing I drew. And that was back in November of 2019. The last thing I've drawn so far, oh shoot, no, I don't want a new program. Like, from start to finish, the last thing I drew so far, from start to finish, let me sort by timestamp, was this little thing, which is basically my persona as a deerling. This isn't really testing to my skills because there's not much detail in it. It's like real simple cell shadowing and coloring. I made this literally real simple. For my more detailed stuff, it would have been this, which was done like just last year. This was my last full detailed, start to finish project that had like actually shows what kind of style I was doing. So thank you. So I'm really excited to see how this piece comes out, because for those that aren't that haven't been able to see how it looks, this is the full picture of what we're working on. The purple lines, if you haven't already guessed, those are our final lines. They're what we're working with right now, what we're trying to add to finalize it. This is the full sketch. This is our little dragon for the prompt. This is my first humanized persona. So basically my avatar down here. Yeah, that's this right here. I meant that this person, in this particular picture, the person was technically supposed to be a different character, but I couldn't get the hair to come out right for them, so I ended up defaulting to my persona as a human, so that's how we got what we have right now. You're so welcome. You're the second person to say I've managed to inspire them for something. That is making my day. I am so glad I can help inspire somebody for something. You are so welcome, Sensible. I am glad I can inspire you to work on or try out digital art. I know I was pretty nervous when I first started off with digital art. Like, I showed you what my very first thing was. It was an Umbreon, and in my full opinion, it looks like crap for being a recreation. I actually will show you what inspired me to actually try to test my skills even further. Actually, I'm opening the wrong thing. We're gonna go to my sharing page here real quick. Wrong button. Yeah, that's what's showing right now is actually the list for Smaugust here. That's what we're working on, that's our prompt. But no, what helped me, like, really, thank you. What helped me really test my skills, like go on full out, test what I can do with a stylus and tablet on a computer, was still Pokemon related. It was still very much Pokemon related, because I have no guilt in this, no shame whatsoever, am a very big Pokemon fanatic. It's taking the folder a while to load because I have so much going on, so I'm just going to click on a picture, get rid of Smaugust, so, wrong button. It's not picking it up. Okay, I gotta close that back up. There it goes, now it's picking it up. Not that one. I used, where is it? You literally make this one. I took this picture. This is somebody else's drawing of Flareon. I really loved it, which is why it's saved on my computer, because I love saving other people's artwork on my computer so I can admire it again later, because as I've discovered recently that I have trouble finding old art that somebody else has done. Well, go for it. If you want to learn it, do it. I highly recommend it. I'm still honing my skills, but this picture right here is what drove me to basically challenge my skills on art. Like, I already knew I was a decent artist with a pen and a pencil, or not pen, but pencil and paper. So I checked my skills and I challenged them on digital art, and I basically went through and tried to recreate somebody else's work, and this is what I got. And I was like, you know, I really like that. I'm gonna do that again. I want to work on my skills even further, challenge myself again with this, and I recreated somebody else's art again, and I had to change the background because I discovered it looked almost exactly like the original. This looks almost exactly like the original picture that I recreated. So I had to change the background so that way if I ever shared it, I wouldn't get in trouble too much. But I went and I was like, man, I really love how this came out, so I started using my skills to try to recreate more stuff. I'm a Caribbean boy and I'm moving to the US soon, and my parents said I'll do online classes there's a good chance there, so there's a good chance I'll get the opportunity. Well, there you go. There you go, Sensible. Yeah, all the power to you, man. You will find I am a very supportive person. I'm very open-minded about many things personally, because I was raised to be open-minded, so that stuck with me a lot. I will be making, since my community seems to be growing thanks to a friend, I do have in the plans to make a Discord server for my channel here. I haven't made it yet. I've been kind of lagging because mental problems and it messes with my capability of doing things. But on there, I plan to do like a friend of mine does, my dear friend Kisty Nocturne, where she basically made channels within the Discord server for people to share their stuff. Like, she's got a mental health channel to basically use as a rant place, like, just, it's basically there so that people can be like, hey, I just need someone to tell this to, so here's what's going on with me. And I'm thinking about doing that myself because I have mental issues. I know this. I haven't been fully diagnosed. Like, the last thing I got diagnosed for was ADD back in 6th grade, so I'm also Milk's son because I'm a very childish person. 3 hours and 59 minutes a day. Hey, I am the same way. I am pretty childish myself. I have a friend who pops into my channel every chance she gets. She tends to have internet issues, so she doesn't pop in as often as she probably would like to support me. But on here, she's known as Weeble. I see her as basically like my mama because I'm very childish and she helps keep me in line with that childishness, so I completely understand that, Sensible. I have adopted family as well for reasons. Like my friend Misu, who is kind of KIA right now, or AKW, or AWK or whatever. She's away from the computer right now. Like, she's a mod, but she's kind of a mom, an actual mom. She's taking care of her kids right now, so she's like, her channel's like lurking in the background. She's technically, I call her my sister, because we have been best friends since 2009. Yeah, Misu is also got depression. I possibly have depression. I wouldn't doubt it with my living situation. So I completely understand it. It's good to have a support system for things like that. Well, I'm glad I can give you inspiration on something. That makes me happy to know that I am helping someone like that. So, yeah. I'm glad I can give you inspiration, and I'm glad you have a support system. It's very important. I find it very important to have a support system when you have issues like depression, anxiety, ADHD, anything that can be considered a mental issue. I'm glad you have a support for that. Because if you didn't, I'd be like, hey, I will be your support. Yeah, I'm planning to make a Discord server, and I'm planning to put a support system in there for mental health. Because I'm a mental health support channel in there. Because I take mental health very seriously, and I'm willing to be someone's support if needed. Even though I've got a small support myself, I have a support system, I just don't always use it. And my friends know it. So they'll take the initiative and be like, hey, you doing alright? Tell me the truth. When I make the server, I will probably be doing that here after the stream, but I do plan to make the server. I haven't made it yet, but once I make it, I will throw a link down in my on my page, on my Twitch page. I will also throw it over on my Twitter. You can find me on Twitter, Shay the Pandra. Go ahead and follow me there. I tend to announce all my stream stuff on there. Like, I let people know, I let my followers know if I'm going to be streaming. I hit Twitter up to let them know, hey, I'm streaming now, come join us. So I will definitely be throwing on there the link to the Discord once I've created it. So you are more than welcome to come join the server once it's made. Where were we? I get talking and I get distracted. We've only got so many minutes left. We have 45 minutes left. Or not 45. 15. Timer says otherwise, but that's because we started a little awkwardly. So many lines in a butterfly's wing! Oh, there's so many lines in a butterfly wing. I chose this. I put myself through this. Sucker! No problem. You go do what you need to. Like I told Nick, or Nero, if you need to go be supportive to somebody, go do it. I will not be upset if you have to leave to go check on someone or support somebody else because they need the support for something. Go ahead. You go do what you need to. I'll be here, and if I'm not, it was nice meeting you. Okay, that's where these lines can stop for the time being because they're starting to connect. good to go to the next batch. Oh, we gotta get this circle. There we go. No, I don't know who took your milk. I'll have to go check them out. They're a streamer, right? You said that you came from their... You came from them, so... I'm assuming they're a streamer? There was some confusion on his stream. Oh no! Well, I hope the confusion got settled. I just realized that bit right there. Not in the right direction. I have to stop rotating in order to move it. There we go. Oh, no worries there, man. No worries there. I honestly can't say I know took your milk, but honestly, I'm glad you found us anyways. It's always me brain no work. I know that feeling. I know how that is. It's like you do something and then it doesn't go how you thought it was, or it doesn't turn out the way you thought it was. And I've had moments like that, where it's like I could have swore about something and it ended up being false. Ah. Oh, cool. What's he streaming out of curiosity? I like learning about new streamers, and I try to go and support other streams when I can. Minecraft. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be big into Minecraft. Okay, how is that still selected and I'm still managing to do a line? He was streaming Valorant. Okay. I don't think I know Valorant. Does not sound familiar to me. Misu, say hi, be nice. We have a new friend. No, I totally understand that. I try to do the same. Misu there is my bestie that I've had for a long time. So that's basically the one I said is like my sister because we've been best friends for like 13 years now. Ah, French toast. Yeah, that's what I thought. 13, yeah. I knew it was somewhere around there. Like I had to think, it's like we met your senior year or no, my senior year, your freshman year. The frick? I made a dot. Go away, dot. Don't ask me how I made a dot. Oh, you'll say something that'll shock me? What are you gonna say? What could possibly shock a pandra? I'm in an odd mood today and I don't care. I thought you went to go find your caffeine. What happened to your caffeine? Did you drink it? Did it go poof in the tum-tum? You couldn't find it? What? Oh man, what are you gonna do for caffeine for your stream then? You always have a Red Bull for your stream most of the time. What are you gonna do? Nothing? You're not gonna do anything about it? Not gonna try to find an alternative? I will admit I've gone and done streams uncaffeinated too. Don't have an alternative. Well, it's gonna be interesting to have a uncaffeinated Fox on stream later. What's wrong with that? That's pressure, not edit. Almost done with our lines. You know what's bad about doing art on a stream, Misu? With my brain right now? I want to make a series out of it. Brain zoomies. Basically, brain zoomies. I want to keep going. Like, I have to end the stream soon because I gotta go take care of a thing. Which is the whole reason why I stream is just art. I know I can easily pause myself on the art anytime I want. But yeah, I want to make this a continued thing tomorrow. Like, for some reason, I want to do this again tomorrow. Like, just make this week an art week instead of video games. I don't know why. Bring me caffeine. I would if I could, but my funds are sadly limited now. I was barely able to get myself caffeine for the day. I've got to go fuel up the car before I go do what I need to do. Ah! You guys didn't see that because those things don't happen. Welcome back, Sensible! We're just about done with our lines, people. Oh my gosh. We're almost done with the lines. Yes, I get weird after a while. I apologize for not giving you a warning of the weirdness before now. I do not apologize for being weird. I apologize for not giving you a heads up. Even though this looks like peach fuzz, we're just gonna put a straight line through. Excuse me, I want the line clicked on. Thank you. No offsetting the line. I fought for almost an hour to get that line like it is. Ain't nothing gonna offset it. Oh, and also 99% of the time when Took Your Milk is streaming, you'll find me there. Okay. That's good to know. Well, once I get these. That was interesting. Got to click the button, right? Do. Ladies and gentlemen, the dragon is fully finalized. All that's left is the person, which is about to be fully finalized here in a bit. All that's left is like the last little bit over here. Double checking places on the human. Or the person. I need to stop calling them human. They're not human. They are humanoid, but they are not a human. Nope, 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 nope. They are not human. They are a pandra in human form. They're me! Your birthday's also April 1st. Oh, goodness, bless your heart. You're coming to America. Prepare for the April Fool's jokes. I do believe. Huzzah! It looks a little strange without the, oh my god, the head. That line did not work out right. Oh god, that's gonna mess with me. I'm glad I'm gonna fuzz out that area. The wrong button. Dun, dun, dun. For the most part, we've got all the important lines done. Wait. Okay. Now we can do that. Close that so we can... grow our string. Voila! Our lines! Nothing feels quite like getting high heels as a gift and getting cake slammed into my face. Oh, that is beautiful. High heels and cake faced. Oh, I needed that. Oh my gosh, my program decided to spaz. That's paused. Let's go ahead and close a few things here. Help cool off the PC a little here. Time to find caffeine. Also, Shay, I sent yes. Okay, I'll look at the message on Facebook in a little bit. I'm trying to cool off my computer because OBS decided to more or less freeze without fully freezing. So you're about to hear a lot of wind because I'm holding a fan. I have a little mini fan in my hand, and I'm using that to help cool off the computer now. So, yeah. Technically, we are done for the day because I've got to go. I'm like 10 minutes past what I am supposed to be doing. 10 minutes past where I was, so. Joke's on them, though. I wore those high heels like a boss for the first 2 seconds. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Anyways, OBS is now functioning properly, so. Sensible Righty, I thank you for joining us, even if it was technically through a misclick. It was still fun having you in chat and talking to you. My character is awkward right now because my computer is starting to overheat. It hates me sometimes. But I thank you all for coming. Like I said earlier, to like Nero and a couple of other people, expect to find this picture that we were working on today over on Instagram when it's done. My Instagram handle is the same thing as my Twitter handle, is the same thing as my Twitch handle, which is Shay the Pandra, all one word, capital S, capital P. Go ahead and find me, feel free to follow me. That's where I will more than likely be posting my artwork for now. Because like I told Nero, I used to be on DeviantArt, but I don't really go on there anymore because of one toxic moment and involving an art project I did. So yeah, I will be using my Instagram more than likely and Facebook to be sharing my artwork. I may make a artwork channel on the Discord that server I plan to make. We'll see about that. So until then, thank you all for coming. I had a nice time. We may be doing more artwork tomorrow, or we may just go back to playing video games. I haven't quite decided. I'm having like an artsy week so far because, like I said, I started this picture yesterday, and this is what we've gotten so far today. I'm probably going to continue working on it tomorrow while I listen to Misu's stream. But, yeah. That might be what we'll be doing this week. I don't know. We're having fun with the Smaugust. We might make it a thing for a while until we're done. It might be the thing we're doing this month. I don't know yet. Anyways, thank you all for joining me. I'm glad to have had a couple of new chatters in the chat, and I will definitely take a look into Took Your Milk. He sounds like an interesting person. So, we'll see about that. Thank you again, Sensible, for showing up. It was fun talking to you. Good luck with the move to the USA. I live in the USA, so that's why I'm saying good luck to coming here. I hope you continue your pursuit in the art programs that you want to get into. I am glad I managed to inspire you for that. And I wish you all the luck, buddy. Anyways, I will see you guys all tomorrow or later on in Misu's stream. Bye! Why didn't my notifications go off? Especially for Sensible. I'm gonna have to check into that.